All right, y'all, what's up? What's going on? Back to talk some junk. What's up, man? Back with another one, man. Been a few days, been a busy weekend, but finally get to relax, man, and chill out. And now I'm all caught up on the fights. So yeah, what's going on? Welcome back to another live, y'all. What's going on, BJ? G Frame, what's up? Marcus Bell. BJ said got you on the TV, bro. He said, let's go. Oh, okay. He got me on the big screen. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Got me on the big screen. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna have to next time you go live, I'm gonna have to, put up the big screen here in the office, man. Put you on the big sound system, man, whenever you are going in cooking live. BJ said Vanessa literally outboxed Emily Ducote. I mean, bro, man, I was disappointed, man. But yeah, real quick, yeah, man, I've been I was out of town, man, in a wedding and everything, man. So I've been busy, man. I wasn't a guest. I was in it too. I didn't get married, but I wasn't in the wedding, but I was in the wedding, but it wasn't me. But yeah, yesterday I wanted to catch some of the fights as busy as I was, but I got, like I said, Marcus and shout out to BJ. He always hit me up with some updates. I had to pull out my phone, man, check that IG. I said, let me check, man. I know this was an early card too. During the reception and stuff, I was like, man, what's going on with the fights right now? Then I saw Marks and BJ hit me up. I was like, oh man. I was like, man, Emily done lost. BJ said, I feel you, man. I finally be able to start back putting out stuff. Yeah, man. Sometimes like I wanna do some stuff, but I just be, busy. And I didn't even look. I was like, man, usually I'd be jumping on live every other day. But I looked, man, it was like 4 or 5 days. I said, hey, man, I can't help it. I got stuff to do. Much as I wanted to and just watch some fights, I was thinking about this card too, because this card, this UFC Fight Night card wasn't too bad either, man, from what I was looking at, man. This one turned out to be pretty solid too. Even the main event, for the four WMMA fights we had, they turned out to be good. Even as far as the outcome of the the Gatto and Tamira's Vidal fight. I mean that was still a finish. It was good. Um, the Pierre Rodriguez and whatever, Pierre Rodriguez and Ariana Carlossi, that was still good. It was still a good fight. MMA fans can't focus on any kind of function, especially on Saturday. Bro, I thought it was just me. I got important stuff to do. Look, I was the best man at my brother's wedding. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, busy, but I'm thinking about fights, man. Like it ain't just MMA fans, BJ, it's boxing fans too. Like I heard, there was a the Tyson Fury Usyk fight was on. So fight fan period, I'm over here thinking about fights. And while I'm eating, I try to pull out the phone every now and then and just catch a couple of updates. You know, Walter Bell, what's up, man? He said, hope all is well. Yeah, everything's good, man. Um, what's up, Brian? He said Emily once waits too much and a little monster just kept being first. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't even think it was a split decision. As much as I was picking Emily Ducote, I couldn't say it was a split decision, man. Marcus said I would have been congrats to your brother. Oh, yeah, thanks, Brian. Marcus Bell said I would have had to grab my tablet and ESPN at the wedding, man. Man, bro. I wish I would have had some type of screen, man. I was trying to look at the phone, man, but I said that I can't be doing that even during dinner, man. Let me just look at a couple of, updates and that's it. But as far as the women fights go, how many picks did y'all get? I'm 3-1. How many picks did y'all get? How many picks did you get, Walter? I mean, BJ and y'all, all y'all had Brian, what y'all get, man? I went 3-1. I mean, technically, I could have went 4-0 if you want to count Pierre Rodriguez winning. I mean, technically, she was whooping that tail. I mean, I'm just saying, technically, she was whooping that tail. If you want to count that as a victory for you, I mean, all right. BJ said he went 4-0. All right, BJ went 4-0. What? Hold up. No. Yeah. 4-1. Yeah, 3-1. I'm 3-1. I'm 3-1 because I did pick Pierre Rodriguez. I started to pick Carnelossi. Yeah, Marcus. I started to pick Carnelossi too the other day, but I said, nah, I'm gonna go with Pierre Rodriguez. I think even though she's not like standing out to me, I think she offers a little bit more than Carnelossi. I mean, outside of them headbutts, you know. All right, yeah. Okay, 3-1 Pierre was winning. Right. Okay. So yeah, we can say 4-0, man. Let's say 4-0. Marcus said 3-1. Paul, what's up? He said 2-2. Brian said 2-2 because he picked Rodriguez. Okay. I mean, technically you're 3-1. We can say you're 3-1, Brian, because I mean, Pierre Rodriguez, she did it to herself, right? But she was doing some serious damage. She was whooping her. She was whooping Carnelossi though. But let me start with this fight, man, because BJ, you brought it up already. Uh, let's talk about this one here, man. Like, I was upset. I was really upset. I mean, I wasn't placing no bet on Emily Ducote. I just like her as a fighter, and I like what she was doing. I like how she moves and everything, but I was really disappointed how Emily was getting outstruck by Demopoulos. Like, Emily was getting outstruck by Demopoulos at times, man. I don't I don't know, man. Like, Paul said, how about Carlossi's acting? I mean, it kind of reminded me of Pinheiro whenever, Pinheiro put no, whenever Pinheiro got Randall Marcos DQ'd. Y'all remember that? Luciano Pinheiro did the same thing. Yo, BJ, not even an earpiece where you can just get to listen. Yeah, I thought, Demopoulos was outstriking Ducote at times too, man. That's the crazy part, man. I thought the pressure she was putting on and like those hard power punches, like these overhand rights she was landing here, she was putting them together, man. And then when she was mixing up her kicks too, I was kind of surprised, man. But what it is, Ducote was just being too stationary, and that's what I was nervous about. Even though I picked her, I thought that she might be too straight up and down. Like, Demopoulos get wild sometimes, man, and Demopoulos she'll fight. Demopoulos is scrappy. Like, Demopoulos defense isn't really great. I think we all know that she got dropped in that Juarez fight, but that girl fights through the storm, man. She'll fight through, and you gotta be on your technique. You gotta have your game plan, man. And I think the game plan to beat her was ABC, but sadly it was just like Ducote, they just had the A, man. You know what I mean? Like, they just had the right hand. I didn't see any jabs from her in this fight, man. I just didn't see Ducote throwing any jabs. Like, just throw a couple straight ones out and then follow through with the right hand. I mean, y'all saw it. She was throwing a lot of naked right hands, and yeah, they were landing. A lot of them right hands were landing right on the money, but had she maybe threw a 1-2 instead of just a 2 or a 3 every now and then, because Demopoulos got a hard head. Demopoulos got a very hard head. She'll walk through shots. So to me, you got to throw a sequence on her. You got to throw at least 3 shots and do some damage to put her down. Paul said Ducote was smarter, just too cautious. But that's how scrapped it. That's really what it was too. Like, Demopoulos was just too scrappy for, as far as winning the judges over with the pressure and just that urgency throughout the rounds. Because the first round was a little tight. I was like, I don't know. I'm giving it to Ducote, because Ducote looked like she kind of stumbled Vanessa with one shot, but then Demopoulos started drawing some blood, and then she started landing some good kicks. So I was like, all right, Brian. He said, got to take a call. All right. But then, even though she's landing kicks, like, she's still getting backed up. And then there was a point, I think, in the second round, as soon as the second round started, she came storming at her. Vanessa came straight up storming at her, and she came trying to barrel her down and, just trying to push her back. And, the judges, they look at that stuff. They look at that. Brian said it was exactly the same, except, yeah, that was the same. How Randall Marcos got DQ'd. That was messed up though. That was really messed up. But yeah, Ducote, I just think, yeah, she's smarter as far as her selection. She's slick, but I think there's just like a couple things that she needs to add to her game, her striking game, to avoid shots. I like the fact that she's hitting. She's right there and she's mid range and she's taking a couple to give a couple, but I want to see her win some rounds. I know BJ, man. Look, BJ, you watching Joanna fight. When Joanna throws them jabs, she'll win a whole fight off the jab. She ain't just looking for a knockout. Like, imagine if this was somebody like Joanna. Imagine that right now, y'all. Like if Joanna was in there with a fighter like Demopolous, she'd be cutting her down with that jab, man. Hold on, y'all. I'm just doing something here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, some fighters, they tend to get caught up in power or just lead right hands or left hooks or something like that. They forget that jab, man. Now, if you put that jab in there, I'm telling you, it's about 10 out of 10 times that knockout's going to come. Paul said, I actually had Ducote to get in 2 and 3, but Vanessa did more damage. If I was to make an argument, I could see where the one judge that gave the fight to Emily Ducote, I could see 1 and 3 actually, Paul. I would give round 1 off of her leg kicks and some of the damage she caused in round 1. Actually, round 2, I gave that to Demopoulos. I thought Vanessa had landed. That was the round where she landed that head kick too, right? Like, she landed that head kick and up by the, kind of caught Emily up on the shoulder, but kind of landed on her neck. I think that was the second round, right? So that round, I thought the aggression and damage in the second round was clearly a Vanessa round. Then the third round, it kind of goes either way. If you want to score that takedown, was that takedown enough to win that round? I don't know. But if the judges were just looking at like clean striking, it could go back and forth. But you got the aggression and the damage that's coming in. Demopoulos, she was throwing a lot of shots. She was throwing a lot that was making Emily react a little bit more. Whereas Emily, when she throws something on Vanessa, she'll back up. Well, she won't, she'll come straight in, might get knocked back a little bit, but whenever Vanessa Demopoulos is coming straight in, Emily's backing up. Emily's backing up. So judges are kind of looking at that. But I can't really say it was a robbery. I mean, if you feel like Emily won, yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, look at rounds 1 and 3. Maybe I'll watch it again. Because I had to do that with the JJ Aldrich fight. But off of what I was seeing the first time around, it's just, there was a lot of moments in there where I was already like, uh-oh, Emily falling behind, man. She's falling behind. That's not good. Brian said, I thought Emily had some good counters, but they were one at a time. Vanessa was putting together combos that had power, and Emily kept moving back when she got hit. Right. Yep. Every time Vanessa would throw a combination, Vanessa would cause Emily to back up. Like, Emily would go on the back foot more. There was more of a reaction out of her shots. Whereas Emily was landing, but yeah. Vanessa, she was storming through more of her shots. And that's the thing, man. Like I said, if she would just put a couple straight ones together, down, she would have went down. But, I guess that's the thing, that Danielle Taylor fight. When they look at that, everybody looks at that highlight. I guess she kind of believe, too, like, I don't blame her. You believe that right hand has power, and it does, man. But sometimes you just got to set it up. Like, you can land it over and over, but, some fighters just have cement block heads, man. You got to, you got to chip away at it and catch her. You can't just throw it straight in her eyesight, in her right whenever she's coming in, because she'll eat it. The Marbles ate a lot of these shots. Now, if you catch that chin when she ain't expecting it, who was that? Juarez, right? Juarez dropped her. Remember how hard Juarez dropped her? Because that girl, she set it up too, you know. I mean, she failed after that because she went in and gave her the fight. She gave her the armbar. But other than that, I'm just saying, like, if Ducote had set it up a little bit more, boom, knockdown. But anyways, man, with that win for Vanessa Demopoulos, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Vanessa, like she might crack top 15. Like I don't know about 10, but 15 she might. And honestly, to me, man, like I'm a little bit more I'm a little bit more confident in Demopoulos' style than I am in Tabitha Ricci. I mean, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I think Demopoulos' style could be a little bit more trouble to some straw weights than Tabitha Ricci. I think Tabitha Ricci just kind of been matched up and got in right with the right fighters to get into the top 10. But, you know, just being honest, I mean, her opponent was honest, right? Who was Ricci's last opponent? Yeah, Tisha Torres. Yeah, I thought Tisha Torres won. You know, like Tisha said too. You know, Tisha said I don't really see anything spectacular about her. You know, so I mean, I'm being honest too. But I just think Vanessa Demopoulos tends to hit harder. You know, and I think her jiu-jitsu and her submission game seems to be a little bit more present. Like she be submitting girls. Like when she was LFA, even now, you know, somebody's going to try to take her down or knock her down. She's dangerous down there. You know. Brian said, yeah, Paul, he said damage trumps all. So if she did more damage, she gets the round. He said, trust me, I was trying to see the fight Emily's way. I just couldn't give it to her. Yeah, I couldn't, man. Like, honestly, I almost said 30-27. I was so disappointed. I was like, man, I think Demopoulos might get a 30-27. But when I was kind of surprised she got a split. I thought it was unanimous, actually. Vanessa, Brian, BJ said Vanessa's chinny, but she's high activity, high pace, power, and good technique. You think she's chinny? I don't even think she's like, yeah, she can get dropped, but she'll get back up. Yeah, you know, she got heart. You know, yeah. And I don't even know if she's like chinny. It's just the fact that she ain't got defense. Like you run into a shot, yeah, you probably will get dropped. But I don't know if she's like chinny, like somebody like Ebos, to have the dotted Torres up. Man, they both missed a lot of shots in that fight. They both were missing a lot of shots in that fight. But I thought at least Tisha won a few more. I don't know if somebody commented on a video. I can't remember which one. They said that Vanessa Demopoulos might need to move down to atom weight. I don't know about that. That girl thick, man. Yeah. I don't think she might be, short and kind of small, but I don't know if she can make atom weight. I mean, the last time she did 115, she may have had a bad weight cut, but she didn't look too good even there. I mean, she did fight at 125 once, just to take an active fight. Paul said Ducote's reach is just too short. Matchmaking, give Ducote Corey McKenna. Matchmaking Monday for yeah, I was trying to think of somebody. Yeah, for Emily Ducote. Yeah, Corey McKenna, that's a good fight because Corey McKenna's coming off a submission loss too, right? Yeah, I think Corey McKenna is coming off that submission loss, right? So that wouldn't be a bad fight. Brian said there's some thick strawweights fighting last night, and I don't mean. Oh yeah, those girls are big on a fight night. Yeah, I think that yeah, Demopoulos she's one of them. I think she's one of them. BJ said McKenna said wait what? Oh yeah. She said wait yeah that's right. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Brian said I still can't see how Ricci got the W over Tisha. Yeah, I can't either. I would like to see Demopoulos and Ricci fight. I know they train together, but yeah, let's go ahead and see that. Yeah, McKenna. Yeah, McKenna might. Yeah, I don't know. McKenna might win that one. I don't know. She could probably win that fight. I don't know. Demopoulos, man. I don't know. How about Demopoulos versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz? Or no, how about Vanessa Demopoulos versus the winner of Jillian and Michelle Waterson. Oh, y'all wrong. Y'all going in on Corey McKenna, man. Y'all ain't gonna let her have it, man. She said, wait. And man, he stopped too, man. I was like, man, you can't do this. I was like, you can't do that right now. I was like, man. That submission was in full motion. Regardless, she got it too, man. Like she just extended it out a little bit more, man. She just extended the defeat out a couple more seconds, man. Talking about weight, man. So he's like, wait, what? Oh man. All right, let's see. Demopolous is 11-5 now. Oh, girl ain't never been finished before either, has she? Let me see. JJ Aldridge couldn't finish her. That was about 3 years ago when they fought. It's been about 3 years since she fought at 125. She fought Corey McKenna on the Contender Series. Oh yeah, Demopolous. Yeah, Demopolous been on the Contender Series 4 years ago. That's right. Corey McKenna beat her back then. Then she lost a close fight to Loopy, where she defended her belt. That was a good fight. But yeah, other than that, yeah, she's never been finished in her career. So yeah, she's pretty. I don't know if she's like chinny, man. Yeah, I don't think I could say Demopolous is chinny, man. I think it's just her defense. BJ said Jillian versus Angela Hill after she starches Waters. No, I think Angela Hill deserves a rematch with Jessica Andrade, man. Yeah, we might have to hold off on that fight. Jillian, Angela, no, Angela deserves to go a little bit higher now. You know, now's the time. All right, y'all, but let's look at this, man. Let's look at this fight, man. Look, I didn't take the picture. It was right there. That's the only one I could find, and I want to talk about it, man. I watched this one too at like 3 in the morning. It was after 3 in the morning while I was watching these fights, and I was like, what happened here? Like, what happened here, man? Now, look, I'm going to say this. Pierre Rodriguez was wrong. She can talk all the junk she wanted about the referee's call, but it was a stupid move. It was clear as day, man. She put her big old head in Ariel Carnelossi's face 2 times. Now, I say it like that because she cheated, and then she gonna act like she didn't, man. She dropped that head 2 times and acting like the referee didn't see that. Like, it wasn't head control. Let's just admit it. She just got caught up in the moment. You know, she was frustrated. She couldn't just go ahead and knock her out. The girl was still in there, so she tried to use everything. And I mean, look, I'm definitely not vouch for her. I think, yeah, she definitely deserved to be DQ for it. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes you get caught up in the moment. That's why you got to learn how to stay disciplined. You know, you got to learn how to stay disciplined in there because this ain't like boxing. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like boxing, just hands. So here, this is kind of like street fight where you can be on the ground throwing everything, elbows, forearms. So you might get a little caught up and then throw a headbutt. So I know, yeah, she was caught up in that moment where she was trying to get really dirty in there and gritty. And, you know, she thought she could sneak that head in there. And it was clear as day, man. She just dropped her head on her. But I ain't gonna lie, man. That I don't know if it did that much damage. I don't know if it did that much damage because look, I've been watching combat sports for a long time, and I've seen headbutts in boxing like this. And when it comes down to the guy being outboxed, and maybe he gets headbutt, and a little lump might come up or a cut comes up, and he's already behind on the cards, he might play that thing out. Or if it was a low blow, he might play that thing out. Like when he get caught right there with that big groin shot and he behind like 4 or 5 rounds. And you know, in boxing, when you go past the 4th round, it's gonna be a technical decision. He might stop right there because he's gonna like, oh, I can play this out. It might go to the cards now, or it might become a DQ because I can't go on. So he'll lose. So I'm calling it like I see. I think that Aaron Carnelossi kind of played it the same way. I mean, she was on her way either to being stopped by ground and pound or maybe TKO'd on the feet. And she saw that as a time to say, and just say, let me go ahead and let this thing play out. So Pierre Rodriguez was doing okay too. She was doing all right. The first round, I thought she was out muscling the muscle girl. The more muscled girl, yeah. Like Pierre Rodriguez was actually, cage wrestler. She was wearing her down. Carnelossi was putting a lot of pressure on with hooks, but I think the straighter punches were from Pierre Rodriguez, even in the first round. But yeah, in the second round, I like how Pierre Rodriguez was starting to put the combinations together. So I said, okay, like now she's starting to impress me a little bit here because there are two fighters on this card that I feel like lost to Sam Hughes, and that was Lana Pinheiro and Pierre Rodriguez. I thought Sam Hughes beat both of them, but in this fight, it looked because last time I thought Pierre Rodriguez didn't really show much. Like she didn't really show too much yet, in her early fights. But this one here, she could have had a good win in the bag. I thought her jab was looking better, and her clinch game was looking better when she would go in on the offense. Definitely looking sharper than when she got the fight to the ground. I was impressed, the grit she was showing, but why would you do that, man? River Rat, what's up? He said, how did Demopolous win her fight? It looked like she lost 2 out of 3. It looked like she did to some people, but no, I thought she won. I don't think that takedown was enough to win, man. If you're talking about round 3, yeah, she won the fight. Like, if the judges saw Emily Ducote taking it, I probably would have said, I don't know. But if she got it, yeah, because there was a lot of back and forth. But Demopoulos, in my eyes, won it. And I might have to watch it again, but I don't think it's one of those type of fights where I'm gonna feel like I missed something because I just saw a lot of urgency and aggression from Demopoulos in the fight. Andrade still beats Hill. Okay. Marcus said Andrade still beats Hill. That'd be crazy if Angela Hill submitted her. Okay, BJ said, hear me out. BMF Hill versus Andrade 2. Y'all think they deserve that BMF belt for that one? That's not. I mean, yeah, I want to see that rematch. Yeah, yeah. Brian Carnelossi looking for a way out. I think so. James said Usyk is just amazing, all time great for sure. I don't know if he's an all time great, but he's good. I don't know if he's an all time great yet, but I like what he did in that fight. Definitely a good fighter. Definitely a good fighter. I got to see a little bit more from him at heavyweight, but I don't know if he's like all time great. You know, because technically in his other fight against Dubois, I thought he got knocked out by a body shot. So I won't say he's all time great, but he whooped Tyson Fury, man, and yeah. I thought he possibly stopped him. Paul said Carnelossi was fine. She knew exactly what she was doing, just like Luana and Marcos. They're just smart enough to take that free W. Kind of lame though. Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's just what it is, man. Like I was saying, it's just the fact that when she behind, or you just remember the sequence that she ate. Remember the sequence that she ate leading up to the headbutt too. She caught that front kick to the face, and then she ate that hard right hand and got dropped. And then when she was on her back, she had no way out, at that moment because the shots were raining down. But then why did Piera Rodriguez choose to use her head? Why did she choose to use her head? Come on. So yeah, Carlossi kind of played it out. Definitely looked for a way out, but when it came down to it, stupid move on Pierre Rodriguez. But I can say she was improving. She was improving a little bit, and she was doing okay. Hopefully she learns to kind of control her head, so this counts as a W for Carnelossi, but does she get a winner from here? I don't know. Who's an unranked fighter for her? Carnelossi, who does she need to fight? who does she fight next? Because Carnelossi, though she's muscled, she doesn't seem like the really, really powerful, strong type, right? Robot Chicken said, I told you, Combo, I questioned Pierre Rodriguez fight IQ. Nah, I told you that a long time ago, man. Like, I already told you that, Robot Chicken, man. You heard me say that over and over here. I never really seen anything impressive about her. Technically, she won the fight, though. She actually was doing better than Carlos. Like, this wasn't an IQ thing. This was a temper thing. This was a control thing. But I've been telling y'all about her, man. Wrong. I've been telling y'all. She's in my list with Pinheiro and Tabitha Ricci. Like, actually, I think she's a little bit better than them. I thought she was it, but then after that, I was like, I'm not sure. But I put those three in that same category where I just don't see anything that's going to get them to the top 5 like that. James said you think he's one of the best of all? I don't know. I still don't know. James said even the Dubois fight, if the ref would have started counting, I'm pretty sure he would have got back up. No, actually, I thought he played it off as a low blow. He tried to play that shot off as a low blow, if I remember correctly. But man, he was out from that body shot. Robot Chicken says over for Diddy. Oh man, it's been over. Oh, bro, it's been over now because they got that documentary out and everything, man. Diddy, man. Carnelossi. Who y'all want to see Carnelossi fight next now, man? I'm trying to see because even like Carnellossi's attack, man, like I would expect somebody that muscle, like I'd like to see her start using like some good pressure and hooks, Andrade style. That's why I said you really can't get caught up in the muscle sometime with these fighters. They just don't, they just don't, they just don't. It's man, it gets really frustrating sometimes. Like Carnelossi, the muscles, everything, they put in all that work, but they don't really have that power. They don't have that power like that. Let me see. Who's another unranked fighter that she can fight? And I know there's a lot of unranked fighters out there. Yasmin Jauregui versus Carnelossi. Oh man, Yasmin might TKO her, man. But since she won, right, give it to her. Carnelossi should retire, and I picked her to win. Robot said, "Well, technically, you got her. You got the W. You got the W on that. Zaman, what's up? You technically got the victory on that. I mean, she got it by DQ, but yeah, B just said how Ricky by TKO. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. I'd have to give her somebody a little bit lighter. And I ain't talking complexion. I mean, I'm talking about somebody. Let me see. Where's that? Trying to find like the women's strawweight rankings because some names I can usually make like a list of names, but this time names are escaping me. I'm gonna go all the way down here at the bottom. Poliana Viana, Jacqueline Amram. Yeah, Jacqueline Amram. Jacqueline Amram. What about Jacqueline Amram versus Carnelossi? Zama said, and the Oscar goes to for best actress. For best actress, Oscar goes to Ariane Carnelossi. Carnelossi versus Belbita. I thought Belbita got cut. Angela Hill talk about fine wine. Oh, most definitely, man. Yeah. Let's talk about that one too in a minute here. But yeah, for Carnelossi, I think Jacqueline Amram, Pierre Rodriguez, Kanako Murata, Eduardo Mora. No, I ain't trying to get her killed. Where's Elise Reed at? When's Cheyenne Bay's coming back? Where's some of these strawweights coming at? I don't know. But with Ariana Carnelossi getting a W, it's not really one that makes you want to see her fight somebody, like another person that's gotten their win legit. All right, y'all, hit that like button. Let's talk about this bantamweight fight. Melissa Gatto and Tamires Vidal real quick. Mark said Hill is officially a contender killer. Dream crusher. Dream crusher she is, man. That girl's about to become another Caitlin Chikagan. She is crushing dreams. She is crushing dreams. Give her the Mackenzie Dern rematch. No, that was too bad of a beating. All right, BJ said, yeah, where's the missing report? I mean, hey, this the missing persons report. I'm putting Cheyenne Bays on there, Elise Reed. Oh, yeah, and Van Buren, man. Well, yeah, Van Buren, she had a kid too. But she been gone a little bit longer. Like, she had that one fight, and I ain't seen her since, man. Shoot. All right, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think about Tamires Vidal versus Melissa Gatto? First of all, I gotta say, yeah, Melissa Gatto, shout out to Melissa Gatto. Trying to come back and fight, since that period of inactivity. She wanted to come straight back. She wanted to fight about a month ago, right? But her opponent had to pull out. But she didn't have, anybody else at flyweight to fight. So she moves up, takes this fight at 135 since Tamires Vidal's opponent pulled out, Haley Cohen. And I thought Melissa Gatto looked good. I thought the weight looked good on her. Seemed to be moving just as fast. Cardio looked good. I mean, she was fighting hard in the first round too. Like, I thought Melissa Gatto might have expended a lot of energy, fighting somebody bigger, because you could see the size difference here too. Vidal was looking bigger. Of course, Melissa Gatto's long. She was looking a little bit ripped. Brian said, who was Gatto gonna fight at 125? Oh, Dudakova. The girl that had staph infection. The girl that, what was her? Victoria Dudakova? Yeah, Dudakova. She had staph infection, but she pulled out again. She pulled out right before the walk. Right while they were getting their hands taped. She was going to fight her. But that girl was a straw weight anyway, so I didn't really want to see that. But Agapova posted that she's about to be homeless on her IG. Wow. Dang, girl. What's some of these UFC fighters doing with their money? Who was that said they broke? Michael Johnson. Is that Michael Johnson said he was broke? BJ, you heard about that? I know BJ been staying in some of that MMA media too. Like, y'all heard that? Michael Johnson? Hold on to that real quick. Yeah, Paul. But for real though, yeah. Gatto looked good. Yeah, Gatto looked good, man. Like, I liked her cardio too. Like, when she was on the ground, putting on a lot of energy, she was still game for the next round. And this is what I like too, how she was jabbing to the body, man. She kept jabbing to the body, then hitting Tamires Vidal right in the face with that straight right hand. And she wasn't intimidated by the size. She just kept jabbing, sticking, and moving, and out muscling Tamires Vidal. Like, Tamires Vidal is really a brawler like that. She don't really use that size like that. That's why you can see every time Gatto would step in, she was whooshing them big hooks, and she just dipped back. She's just dipping back, right? So I was, impressed with that striking IQ in this fight of Melissa Gatto. She was doing well, picking her apart, wearing her down. I like how she got that takedown in the second. Was it second round? She got a takedown, or is it first? Where I think, yeah, Tamires Vidal was trying to roll in one direction, and Gatto went with her, but then she like dipped back real quick and just tripped and took her down, put it right back down in that position in that full mount. Yeah, she put her on a full mount 2 times in this fight and was whooping her, man, like elbowing Tamires in the face. And yeah, that's ground and pound. She kept like hitting her in the face with these little shots and then dropping those elbows on her shoulder to make her put her shoulders down. Kept dropping the forearm and elbow on her head. Vidal had that big hematoma, so y'all can't say that ground and pound. Can't say that was light. Them shots were doing damage. Vidal had a, hematoma up on the side of her head, man. So Gatto was putting in work. Her power definitely I won't say it was like knockout power, but it's definitely present on this girl, and she looked stronger. And the again cardio was there, so I guess without a rough weight cut, she was able to perform. I know Tamiris was just arguing about this shot that landed though. It's a shot to the chest. What can you do, man? It's a shot. Just like if it lands to the stomach by the navel and you fall over, that's what it is, man. Like it wasn't like she, you know, pinched it. What do they call it? Gave her a purple nurple. When like she gave her a purple nurple, like she reached out and twisted it, a twister. She didn't grab her little nipple and twist it, so she just punched her. She just punched her there, just like you get punched in the stomach. It's not a low blow, it's in the chest. They got the covering. I know, but still, it counts as a TKO, man. Um, Apparently she been hit like that before, so maybe they just saw that as a weakness, right? Saw that as a weakness, took her out. Yeah, BJ said she folded that. Yeah, man, folded the nipple, man. I'm just saying, like, ugh. I mean, I've been hit there with the elbow before. Yeah, it don't feel good even for a man, like right in that soft spot. It don't feel good. Brian said Gatto looked sharp, more assertive in her last couple of fights. Yeah, she did. Like, she wasn't afraid, like fighting somebody this big to really like push forward, because in that just shows you that I won't say maybe something was wrong with her in the Lipsky fight. I don't want to make excuses, but like in that Lipsky fight, it just shows you that Lipsky had power because it kind of made Gatto go on the back foot a little bit and respect her some. But Gatto was still landing in that fight too. But of course, Tamiris Vidal don't have the same striking IQ as Lipsky. So, but in this one, she did some good work. She was doing good work, ground and on the feet. I just hope she can get back down to 125 and continue there. But what do y'all think, man? Does she stay? Do you think she should stay at 135? Is she big enough, smart enough, strong enough? What do y'all think? Paul said Gatto. Wait a minute. Gatto in the mount repeatedly throwing elbows to the shoulder was pretty sick rather than glancing elbows at the side of the head, just hard elbows to the shoulder. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Uh Brian said that chick had ice on it at the announcement. He said she had ice. Okay, Brian. Yeah, okay. BJ said she's too small. Okay. Think she's too small. All right. So it could just be a matchup thing, right? Like somebody as good as Gatto can beat a lower level bantamweight that's not that polished, right? But if you put her in there with like a Macy Chase on, oh yeah, forget that, man. I don't know. Nope. That's enough. Gatto, come on back down to 125. I forgot. Not just Chase on, but you got Kayla Harrison up there. That ain't gonna happen. Gatto gonna have to stack on some muscle. Kayla Harrison is up there. No, come on back, girl. I forgot. I forgot, man. I was like, no. Come on back down, girl. Kayla's up there right now. Yeah, BJ said she too small straight up. That's why I was like, I thought about it. And not, yeah, like I said, not even her, but just the other girls like Chase on, Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont gonna put you down like that. I'm sorry, I love you, Gatto, but nah, like, Norma Dumont might put you down with one of them right hands. Chase on might put you out with a knee. Kayla Harrison gonna throw you out the octagon. I'm just saying, man. Nah, yeah, don't go back to 135. That's it. Gatto versus Pudilova. Pudilova is actually fighting Luana Carolina next. I would pick Gatto in that fight though against Pudilova, but Pudilova, she's a zombie too, man. She'll keep coming. Yeah, Marcus said, imagine Kayla Harris versus Gatto. Oh no, I can't even imagine. Yeah, Zama said, nah, Gatto just fought on short notice because of due to COVID fight cancellation. Gatto at 125 though. Let me see. Does Montana have anybody lined up? Montana or yeah, Gatto versus Montana. Brian said, Paul, I wonder about that. Your agent's supposed to be able to directly target joints, so I wonder how they discern the difference. Montana's Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that too. Yeah, we just did a video on that. Yeah, yeah. Andrea Lee is fighting Montana. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Forget that. Melissa Gatto. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Who else is there? Let me see. All right. Women's flyweight. Yeah, you might want to stick it out here because yeah, Melissa Gatto is a perfect size for flyweight, but nah, not while Kayla Harrison is in the building. All right, let's go down to the bottom here, man. Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill. Do y'all want to see her fight Casey O'Neill already? You know, Casey O'Neill ain't got nobody, right? Antonina Shevchenko. Let me see. JoJo's done. Let's see. Teresa Bleda. Ooh, Stoyarenko. What about Stoyarenko? Brian said Juju Gatto versus Juju, BG. Yeah, no, I agree with Brian. No, Juju needs a win. Gatto ain't a guarantee. Nah, Gatto's not a win right there for. Oh, Gatto versus Macedo. No, I think Gatto. No, I think Veronica Hardy deserves a top 15 now. She done beat 3 people. I think Veronica Hardy need to be fighting Jasmine or no, not Jasmine. Casey O'Neill, or maybe wait for Jasmine. Wait for Jasmine. Yeah, I think Gatto versus O'Neill's good, but yeah, Gatto. What about Stoyarenko? Where's Stoyarenko at? Yeah. Juju versus Stoyarenko. There you go. Juju versus Stoyarenko. Yeah, Veronica Hardy, she deserves a ranked opponent. No, Shevchenko is 100% retired. She's a full-time pilot. All right. Yeah, she didn't really announce her retirement like JoJo and Roxy and them did, right? But I don't think she need to come back anyway. I don't want to see her get hurt like that. Gatto versus Cachoeira. Ooh, Gatto versus Cachoeira. Is Cachoeira going? Yeah, still be around, so she'll fight. Yeah, Cachoeira, Stoyarenko, just to kind of get back down to 125. That would be cool. That would be nice. But yeah, we need to see what Juju need to do, man. Juju, man. Yeah, Juju, man. I think she needed somebody like Juliana Pena to train her. That's what it was, because Juliana Pena did wake her up, man. But I don't know. All right, Tamiris Vidal, girl, gotta heal that thing up. Heal that thing up and come on back stronger. Go ahead, put that ice on it. Do what you got to do. But hey, you got to take it. It's got to take the L. That's all it is. All right. So moving on. Boom. You know what? I know Angela Hill is going to get this shot framed. Angela Hill, go ahead and get this shot framed right here. Angela Hill is going to get this shot framed. But you know why? This is her very first submission victory. Angela Hill going to put this up over the mantle. And if she don't, she crazy, because this might not happen again. But it could, because she's been improving. So shout out to Angela Hill, man. Yeah, aging like fine wine, like y'all said. Girls doing her thing. Who's Vidal gonna fight? Man, Vidal versus Panny? No. Vidal versus Josiane Nunes. This right here, Angela Hill, this is a new Angela Hill. I'm proud of her, man. You know, I like what she's doing, man. This girl here has really been setting. She's really been like setting her bar higher, you know. Like, she likes to come and fight, and I like that energy. Like, she doesn't, Angela hadn't really, Angela will be talking crazy, but she don't really speak delusion. You know what I mean? Like she don't be all the way at the bottom saying, "Oh, I'm about to get the championship or I'm gonna beat so and so." She just says, "Hey, look, whoever they pay me to fight, I'm gonna fight." And when she does that, she'll train. She'll train harder to be better. And so, eventually the skills that she's evolving to are gonna beat some of these girls that think they are better that aren't training as hard. So yeah, Angela Hill, she's been training on another level, man, and I respect her for that. She's definitely been, you know, um, perfecting this clinch game too, man. Like that's what I've been wanting to see where Angela Hill's like, thriving in her clinch game and like her physical strength. Like you just can't be wearing muscles. Angela Hill over here always, coming in ripped, guns out, but letting some of these girls out muscle her. But in some of these past fights, she's been owning them now. And I like how she was almost just, I won't say almost, she was really like taming Pinheiro's judo. Like she was reading her body, rolling with her, and then just clinching her up and wearing her down, man. And Luana Pinheiro didn't really have much of a game plan, but I just listened to your video, BJ, too, before I jumped on. I disagree, BJ, when you said that Luana Pinheiro is well-rounded. I don't think she's well-rounded at all. I think she's heavy-handed. She got some power to her. But sometimes when it comes to that striking game, she looks a little bit lost in there. She looked a little bit lost in there, man. And she landed a couple hooks on Angela Hill, but that's just when Angela Hill's trying to find the range and trying to use some feints. But um, as time went on, it looked like she was kind of huffing and puffing too. Like I was watching that second round, man. Like Pinheiro, she was starting to puff. I know y'all saw that too. Like Pinheiro started huffing a little bit. She was huffing and puffing in there because Angela Hill's movement and her clinch game was giving her problems. And also on the ground. Also on the ground, man. I like how she was just landing some hard right hands, trying to get that top position. Lana Pinheiro just doesn't really have that judo like that. I mean, that she has the judo, but she doesn't really have that jujitsu like that. And Angela Hill, she's been rolling more on the ground because Angela Hill trains with Jenna Bishop. Jenna Bishop was there. So when I saw that submission come in, I was like, oh, Jenna Bishop gave her that confidence. Jenna Bishop's been training with her for a while now, but you see it rubbing off, right? And that just show you, look, she learning stuff from the younger fighters, and you can do that. Jenna Bishop, she's a specialist, man. Like she's a specialist on the ground, and when I saw that submission, I was like, oh, okay, I know they've been working on that. Angela Hill, she letting that game soak in, and that's how you got to do it, man. Brian said Luana has good movement till she gets tired. I think her movement is I don't know. Like, seem like she be dragging her feet. Like she be, yes, when she gets tired, yes, she be dragging her feet and like she start to drop her hands and like head be kind of hanging down. She be kind of leaning forward. But even like before the fight starts, I don't really see her poised on her feet, ready to strike, ready to set the punches up. She just kind of lob them because she was lobbing them shots in the first round too. So I'm not really sold on her movement because Michelle Waterson was kind of outmaneuvering her too. Luana got submitted by a rear naked choke in a BJJ tournament not too long ago. Yep. Davies, right? Angela Hill was skipping around that ring like a cricket. Pinheiro can't lead. She's one-dimensional counter striker with poor tool set. I don't even think I can't even say she's a counter striker, man. I think her just like as a puncher. Like throwing those wild spinning back fists and just kind of waiting. Like her I know her counter striking is poor, but I would call her a judoka that has a poor tool set. But yeah, she can't lead. No, like she wanted to lead in this fight. Like she looked like she wanted to put the pressure on at the beginning, but then Angela Hill just took over and said, all right, I'm going to take over. And Hill stuck that jab out. Now, BJ, she got dropped in this fight. I don't care if you call it off balance, but Angela Hill did drop Pinheiro. She stuck that jab out and put her on her back. Now, if you want to call that a knockdown, that was a knockdown. But, comparing it to the Amanda Lemos fight, Amanda Lemos didn't get dropped by Angela Hill. Okay. She got put down in this one. Call it off balance or what, but she went backwards. Yeah, she out here dropping girls, but she ain't dropped Amanda Lemos, okay? But I liked what Angela Hill was doing here, man. Hey, look, this is a basic choke too, man, because BJ, just like your girl, got submitted by GDR. Angela Hill's very first submission via reckless move by this judoka come. And look, that fatigue, that fatigue led to this because y'all saw like how sloppy she was when she went in, right? Like she threw a couple of sloppy shots, then she dipped down for that takedown. Like she dropped the level, but it looked more like she was leaning forward. She just lazily went in for the takedown. What happened? Angela Hill locked it in. She said, "Okay, I got this. This is easy." And boom, got her down, put her on her back, locked it in. She was tapping like you don't know what, man. At least she tapped, well, I don't know if you say at least because which is worse, passing out or tapping. Pena, she went out, but yeah, it's pretty basic though. It's a basic submission that these first timers are getting now. GDR and both GDR and Angela Hill done got their very first submission, and you never saw it coming. Brian said, "Combo, you wrong for that. BJ ain't come for nobody today." I know he didn't, but I had to start first just in case. Shevchenko couldn't. Shevchenko couldn't, but Angela. Shevchenko couldn't, but Angela Hill did. Couldn't what? Cold blooded, what's up? Cold blooded WMMA said Hill has underrated power. I think she has a pretty good. I think she has a pretty good straight right. Well, straight right, overhand right, and good straight jab that she just don't sit down on enough. And her shots sting. Yeah, her shots do sting. Oh, BJ said, "Combo opinion went to sleep." Okay, yeah. No, I know she went to sleep. But I'm trying to figure out which is worse, tapping or going to sleep. Six, what's up, man? Six said, "How about that Fury fight?" Yeah, man. Fury went out. Well, he's about out, but Usyk put the skills on him, man. There's been some good boxing matches lately, man. There's been some good fights. I'm gonna have to watch that one and talk about it again. Chef tried, the gear. Oh, yeah. She tried to guillotine on Grasso. Oh, yeah. Angela Hill did it, boy. Yeah, Angela Hill sure did do it. I think, like I said, Jenna Bishop, she's at black belt, and I think that rubbed off on her. Brian said tapping is better for your brain, but it's not good for your ego, right? Yeah, I'll tap. I'll tap, man, because ain't no good. Like, what's it gonna do for me to suffer losing some brain cells, just for my ego? I'll tap, man. Holly, Juliana Pena, they go straight out. I'm like, at that point, what can you do? It's like it's locked in. You're just gonna sit there and watch me go to sleep. Six Egg going to sleep is the way of the warrior. But tapping is the way of a father. If I got kids at home, or the way of a mother. Tapping is the way of a father or a mother. If I got kids at home, I better be tapping. And then, that's how I disagreed with Wilder on that. When he got mad at his trainer for stopping the fight. I'm like, dude, you got kids at home. You got a daughter that's really needs you. And, you should be thanking your trainer that he stops the fight for you, because you got to go home and pay the bills. Like, to me, like, I understand some people, they come to fight because they want to, they believe in that, and they believe that this is a setting where we lay it all on the line and we die for it. But I don't know about that. I don't even think fighters like Valentina, like I said, fighters like her, Valentina, they don't see it that way. Like, they still want to go home at the end of the day. That's why they fight a particular way. But to me, I would tap, yeah. Older I get to, I'd be like, man, I would tap, man. Shit, if my fighter tap like that, I'd be like, yeah, if it's secure, you know, you ain't going nowhere, you know, don't go to sleep. You see what happened to the girl, Shannon Clark, bulldog choke, right? She was tapping too, right? Remember that? She was actually tapping. Shannon Clark, the girl she was put the bulldog choke on, she was actually tapping, but the referee didn't stop it. And you know, she winds up, passing out. That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I don't think Pena had enough time to tap. She went to sleep like she was under general anesthesia. Yeah, she could have tapped, man. The way she was positioned, like she just didn't want to give it to GDR. She was up under there, and I was like, I think this is locked in. But then all of a sudden, she went limp. Oh man. But yeah, after I saw this performance too, it just kind of solidified it for me with like Pinheiro. Like I just think she might have been another premature sign because I haven't seen I haven't really seen anything stand out. Like aside from this judo that she has and the heavy hands, I don't really see everything put together like with Luana Pinheiro. Nothing there I can really defend and say, oh yeah, she could do this, or if she works on this, she'll make it here. Like maybe that's something that they can prove me wrong and pull something out the box, but I don't see anything where Luana Pinheiro just corrects, goes in and corrects in a by next by the next fight, and we see her look like a totally different fighter. I just don't see that because I thought Sam Hughes had beat her. I thought Michelle Waterson had beat her, and I did think Randall Marcos was on the way to that before the DQ. I know it was a little premature, but I just thought it seemed like Randall Marcos had already had like an approach that kind of made Luana Pinheiro a little less confident, if you will. That's what I saw in that fight. But yeah, Luana Pinheiro, in this one, it showed it showed every no Amanda Ebos. Amanda Ebos, that was the one. Remember how Amanda Ebos kind of wore it down and then finished her off with that beautiful fatality. So yeah, Amanda Ebos is she's a real one that she'll wake she'll wake some of y'all up that's thinking this girl right here gonna be the next thing. Oh man, like you gotta get in that, gotta go to work, man. She gotta go to work. Dark Shadow, what's up? He said DQ wins are fake and shouldn't be considered real wins. Yeah, they probably should be what no contest, six ed, or even yawn in the Whaley first round. Oh, and she yeah, she made it out of there. Zama said these fighters don't make that much money to be going to that dark place. Exactly. You do not make that much money to go into that dark place because if you do and you don't come back, the money you made is not going to be enough to take care of your family. It might be enough for a couple of rents and debt, but if you go in there and die, got to pay for a funeral, got to pay for a house, got to pay for everything, man. And that's not enough to go out on your shield on, unless your insurance is covered for at least 2.5 or 3 to 5, 10 million, something like that. But the fight money you making is not enough to go into that dark place. Marcus said Luana's been knocked out, now submitted. Yeah, she's getting finished, man. That's what I'm saying. Like the way she gets finished, I could see it coming that way of I hate to say it, Ricci, man. Like it might come that way for Ricci. Like when you fight somebody that's been evolving and they're complete, girls like Angela Hill and Amanda Ebos, they're gonna have the skills to do some damage. And I think if they match Tabitha Ricci up with Marina Rodriguez, that's gonna be the fight where you see the difference in striking power and the level of experience. Because Jillian Robertson versus Tabitha Ricci kind of went back and forth, you know. Jillian Robinson did have Tabitha Ricci leaking, but she didn't have that striking to knock her out. But I believe if Marina fights Tabitha Ricci, if Tabitha Ricci ain't got no takedowns, and she lead with her face, that would be the fight where Marina would probably, that'd be the one that'll be the wake up call for Ricci, where, yeah, Marina would probably put her out. Or Yan Xiaonan. I think it's either going to be Marina or Yan Xiaonan that we really see this Ricci fight. I mean, we'll see how far Ricci has come, and I'm just saying it's going to be one of them. I really do. I think if they match her up with one of them, yeah, she probably will. Yeah, Dark Shadow. It probably should be overturned, man, like a no contest, because I don't think that is fair to give somebody a W and they were on that bad of a, on that real path to destruction. Let's see. Luana Pinheiro is number 9. Tabitha Ricci's number 11 right now. So she's number 11. She might move up next week. Yeah, because Luana Pinheiro is going to drop out of the rankings. We know that. Luana Pinheiro is probably going to drop down. Angela Hill probably going to become number 9. Lupe's probably going to go up to number 9. Tabitha Ricci probably go up to 10. So Marina at number 6. Yeah, but eventually, yeah, if she somehow makes it up there, Ebos, Marina, McKenzie, those will be tough fights, man. BJ said I used to like Ricci. I did, but not as UFC level. Like I've said that, man. Like I've never said I like disliked her. All right, like I've liked her when I saw her in LFA, but when I'm comparing her level of skills, like I don't dislike her, PJ. That's the thing, you getting mixed up here. I don't dislike Tabitha Ricci. The thing is, the level of skill she's developing here, it just seems it's still a little early right now when she's not matching up with some of these other girls. That's all it is. Because I picked her to beat most of the girls she's been fighting. I didn't pick against her in the Jillian Robinson fight. Did I pick Jillian Robinson? No. I picked Jillian Robinson in that fight. I picked her in the Poliana Viana fight, several other fights. But I'm just saying, like, when she matches up with some of these other girls now, I don't know if she wins, man. And I mean, it ain't their fault. I'm just saying, like, right, cold-blooded. We all know why Ricci's being pushed. Same with Pinheiro. Same with Pinheiro. Zama said also Jilly and MC are different with tight gills. Gillies, there's also overextension of the neck. You feel like you're about to be decapitated. Yeah. Hence hence the guillotine. Well, oh, you said RNC. I'm sorry. I was far back here also. You said guillotine and rear naked choke are different. Yeah. But yeah, I don't dislike Tabitha Ricci. I'm just saying the situation she's in right now, where she's at, you just got to really, really catch up with some of these other fighters, man. She just really has to catch up. That's all it is. But with Angela Hill cracking top 10 now, who does she fight next? G Frame said, hard to say exactly what Ricci's strengths are. Seems to lean towards grappler, but she can't wrestle, and she's too small to muscle girls down. Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, I can't really pinpoint. I really can't pinpoint. Like, I don't think she has power enough to be a hitter like Andrade. She moved my hands a little bit, but she got a black belt in her jiu-jitsu, but she can't really wrestle to get these girls down. And not big enough to really muscle them down, So cold-blooded WMMA said, I don't see how Ricci and Pinheiro were ranked so highly. Well, it came down to placement, cold-blooded, as far as how they got matched up. Because you got to remember, at the time, Tisha Torres got pulled out of the rankings because of her inactivity. Carla Esparza got pulled out because, she was pregnant as well. and then Rose moved up. So with those three gone, Ricci, Pinheiro, the fighters they fought were basically it was basically like chess move, kind of like how Mackenzie Dern. Well, yeah, Mackenzie Dern as well. They put them in there with the right people. So close win or not, it'll get them into the top 15. That's how they got ranked, really, because I think Poliana Viana, no, Ricci had beat Jessica Panay, and I think Jessica Panay at the time was ranked 12 or 13 or 14 maybe. So that got her in the rankings, right? And Luana Pinheiro, she got that close victory over Michelle Watterson, and that got her up in the rankings. So that's how they got ranked. They get in there with the right matchmaking. They can put them in there, against whoever they want, and boom, they get ranked. But eventually, cold-blooded, like I said, once you get up into the top 7 or 8, you're gonna see just how they're gonna have to earn that rank. Let me put it that way. When you get up there, when you fight Zhan, Tatiana, and Lemos and Verna Jandaroba, Marina Rodriguez, we're gonna see how ranked you are. Because right now, yeah, you can kind of move them around on the chessboard the correct way. Like, okay, let's put this person in here with this person. But you can only skate by with so many split decisions. When you get to the top, that's when we're gonna really see what you're made of. Yeah, Hill should fight Ricci. I actually think Hill should fight. Well, yeah. I know why you said that. Cold blooded want to see what Hill. He want to see what Ricci made of too. Verna, that'd be a rematch because Verna already beat Angela Hill once. Or Marina, yeah, Marina. That's a good fight. Angela Hill versus Marina. That would be an interesting fight. That would be interesting. That'd be like the highest ranked fight she's ever had. Cold blooded said they all get exposed. Yeah, they do because I believe Ricci and Pinheiro. I think they had some promise, but the way that UFC matched them up, they wanted to get them into the rankings so fast, but their skills haven't caught up. That's why they're in like a dangerous place. They might get a couple of wins here and there, but it's not going to benefit them in the long run because when they run into Jan Jana and Marina Rodriguez, or like Luana Pinheiro ran into Ebos and Angela Hill, they be getting destroyed. Hill Rodriguez is good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Ricci. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, as I said, Ricci would get cooked by Rodriguez. That's gonna be the one where right hand lands, she down. Tatiana should get the title shot at this point. Pretty much. I mean, I'm not arguing it anymore. I'm like, you already booked Lemos and Verna. Lemos and Verna's already booked. So I mean, who else we got? I don't want Tatiana to sit out another year. And at this point, I mean, Tatiana's style and as far as how clear she is to go now, I mean, hey, let's do it. Let's do it at this point because this might be Tatiana's only shot at a title. You know what I mean? Like, let's say Tatiana has to go out again and she doesn't come back. So if she feels like she's ready to go and they can get her in the sphere now, go ahead and get it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lemos and Verna's already booked. They agreed to fight. So hey, why not? Who else is Tatiana going to fight now? Jan Jana? Nah. Jan Jana might get out muscle like she did in the Weili fight. Brian said there's nobody Tatiana could fight that we think right now is worthy of the title eliminator. No, not anymore. I mean, yeah, Jan Jana just lost. Let's see if it goes wrong, Jan wins. No, I want to see a rematch with Weili at this point. Cold-blooded said if Zhang Weili beats Suarez, no one in that division is touching her. Yeah, pretty much. And like, if Weili did it in Suarez's pool, if she did it in her style and her fashion, that would make it even dangerous. That would make it even more deadly. Marcus said Lemos would not be in Tatiana's way for a title shot since Lemos will now fight Werner. Right. Six said watching Whaley's last training video showing me she's gonna starch Suarez. Kobler said Hill versus Dern 2 would also be a great fight. Hill versus Dern 2 is cool. I think Hill versus Andrade 2 would be good. But yeah, even the Marina fight's not bad. Zama said Tatiana and Lemos, that would be a sick fight. Yeah, that's them two styles right there, man. G Frank said, I don't want Tatiana to sit out longer, but I also worry about her winning the title, then having to sit out for a long time. Yeah. But even that, I would be happy if she did win it because finally, after such a long road, she would actually be able to touch the gold at least once. Because let's say if she does have to go on a layoff, she might feel humble enough to relinquish it. Like if she can't come back, she might let the belt go. But I do feel, yeah, like man, if she had to sit out, I do feel like if she did win, like would she be able to defend it consistently? You know. Comma, how about that Aspen Lad W? Yeah, man. Ekaterina Shakalova, right? Aspen Lad did her thing, you know. Aspen Lad, I gotta look back at some of the last portions of the fight, but yeah, Aspen Lad got her victory, man. I'm happy for her, you know. I'm glad she got her victory. Cold-blooded said, I can see Zhang Weili getting subbed. She has suspect takedown defense. Her bottom game isn't that great. Yeah, man. I mean, her bottom game hasn't really had to been utilized either because there hadn't really been any physically strong girls, you know, with them powerful, you know, she hadn't really had to deal with that powerful hip control from somebody like Suarez and that top heavy pressure, you know, but Rose took her down and put that pressure on her. So imagine if Suarez does. So the wrestling game is going to be dangerous for Whaley. Now, the striking might be interesting, you know, could be. But I favor Suarez's game there. Lad was supposed to win that fight. Yeah, Ekaterina, though, you know, I've been watching her on the come up. They put her in there with somebody too seasoned to me. Yeah. Jan also took Whaley there. Shoot. Jan knocking Whaley down too. I don't want Suarez as champ. She'll be holding up the division worse than Nunes. Just out of curiosity, who got Suarez beating Whaley? This version is hard for me to say. Like I said before, maybe like 4 years ago, I would have been 100% on Suarez. This version, I'm a little shaky. I still lean towards Suarez some. Part of me leans towards Suarez still. I'm not confident like I used to be in it just because of inactivity and so on. Brian said Lemos caught Whaley in a tight sub as well. Yeah. Was it a guillotine? Mm. She caught her the guillotine, right? Well, I think he means because of injuries, Brian. Yeah, he means because of injuries, probably. Yeah, that she would probably hold up the division. Not like because she would be ducking anybody, because Suarez ain't gonna do that. But he means because of injuries. Yeah, she's inactive because of injuries. All right, I'll be on here for another 8 minutes. Make it even hour and 30. Then I'm gonna get off of here. All right. Okay, what else? What else? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really the only fight to make. I mean, at this point, there is nobody else that's like in the it's not like flyweight right now, where you had to decide between Manon and Aaron. Like you had to make them two fight because they were both 6-0. Right now it's just Suarez. Okay, Six says striking is that key to breaking those knees. He says essential is those well obliques and leg kicks. Yeah. All right, I'm getting a little bit sleepy too. Oh man, it's starting to kick in now. All right, we don't have a card next week, right? No, next card is June 1st. So next card is UFC 302, and I think all we got is Eileen Perez versus Jocelyn Edwards, and that's it. I mean, as far as the men fights go, hold up, BJ, you still there? Who did I say earlier about somebody being broke? Was it? I think it was. Did I say Michael Johnson? Not Michael Johnson, right? Somebody put up a picture. Was it? Did I say Kevin Holland? I meant Kevin Holland. Man, them dudes looking alike. That's who I meant to say, right? I meant to say Kevin Holland, not Michael Johnson earlier. No, BJ, not Agapova. It was a man fighter too. It was a man fighter saying that they had made that much in the UFC. Who was it? Hold on. Oh yeah. There was an article I saw. Yeah, Michael Johnson admits he was broke before snapping 4-fight losing streak. Okay, Brian. Okay, BJ said, yeah, it was yeah, okay, it was Johnson. Yeah, okay. He said, yeah, it was Johnson. They were talking about how he was a server at Texas Roadhouse, but he came out and said he's not broke, but he just does it to do it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because here in this article from 2022, he said he was, because it says, forget the job, I was fighting for my life. And he admits he was broke before snapping 4-fight losing streak to rescue UFC career. This was 2 years ago though. But that's cool, man. I mean, hey, as long as he ain't, dealing drugs, and I mean, you know what I mean? Like ain't nobody out there slanging. I mean, that's cool. No. It was Michael Johnson. My bad, G Frame. It was Michael Johnson. It was Michael Johnson. I just got mixed up earlier, but I was right earlier. Yeah. Breaking news: Anderson Silva's going to fight Chael Sonnen in Brazil. Chael Sonnen, I thought he was fighting Terry Crews. Ask Rampage how effective those oblique kicks are. Oh yeah, they're effective. I mean, they were gonna what, ban him at a time? Yeah, I thought they were gonna ban oblique kicks. At one point. Yeah, it's Terry Crews now. Okay, Brian said kicks can get caught and be turned into takedowns, or kicks can be caught and you can be hit with a right hand. Yeah. Guess he's saying, Suarez, she might be opening them takedowns. Yeah, she throws some kicks on her. Your Canyonier spoke out about being broke while fighting in the UFC. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, yeah. I mean, it just seems crazy, some fighters, when they're so deep in, you expect them to have at least a little something taken care of. But You just never know, man. Yeah, man. Ain't no UFC 302 doesn't have any women's fights next on their card. So let me check how further out we got to go. Let's go out to June 8th. What do we got June 8th? Oh yeah, June 8th is Andrea Montana De La Rosa rematch, and Rayanne dos Santos and Pooja Tomar making her debut. What else? I guess we just got to wait for that second round of flyweight fights because yeah, everybody's got to recover and come back because the first round, we had Aaron Manon fight Rose and Abos. Rose is coming back and against Macy in July. Then we got the championship fight in September, so it's gonna be some downtime. Yeah, John Jones oblique kicks. Yeah, very effective. He's very effective with his stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, Six, since you here, let me ask you because James said earlier Usyk is now one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. I don't know. Usyk is probably one of the better heavyweights of today. He's probably one of the best of this era, but I don't know if he's like one. I can't put him in there with all them really greats yet. Yet. Oh man, let's see. One more minute and I'm done, y'all. Closer said, "Can you imagine if Suarez beat Whaley? The Whaley fans will go crazy. Oh, they ain't gonna leave me alone. Especially if I pick Suarez, they ain't gonna leave me alone. Better not spin on Suarez. Yeah, yeah. If you if you turn your back on her, them uppercuts and knees will catch Suarez off guard. I don't know. She don't really throw too many. Did she throw a lot of uppercuts? I don't really think so. Whaley throw a lot of uppercuts. I think it's more like overall boxing accolades of Usyk, all-time great amateur and two division undisputed. Okay, yeah, Brian, I didn't really think so. I mean, that's what I'm always saying, right? Like a lot of these fighters don't throw uppercuts. So Six said Usyk is overrated. Yeah, yeah, it might be just more accolades. Yeah. Any of y'all ever listen to like some of these scary stories on YouTube? Like I listen to some of these, I know most of y'all see these channels where the guys are doing like a whole bunch of scary stories that people send in. Some of them are true. Most of them are supposed to be true. Like the pizza deliveries and Uber drivers and late night workers. Y'all ever listen to them videos? That stuff is crazy. Six, I still felt Fury won that fight. I gotta watch it. I can watch it. The Chiba versus Hackett. Yep, yep. June 13th. Yeah, Josephine Knutson is fighting Pelostri. Colossus said, as far as wrestling cardio, if the first two rounds is a lot of scrambling, will Whaley's cardio hold up? Um, man, if she expends a lot of energy in the first 2 rounds against Suarez, because Suarez hasn't really, I mean, Whaley hasn't really faced that type of cardio wrestling, man, like against somebody like Suarez. And if she wants to wrestle with Suarez in the first 2 rounds, I don't think it holds up the same way. I think she gets weaker as the fight goes on, and she's way open to be submitted. You know, she was of course out wrestling Yan Janan, but it was taking a lot out of her to keep doing that because Jan's takedown defense was good at some points, and she was getting dropped, so she was getting exhausted. But imagine if you pushing 2 hard rounds off top with Suarez, man. And we talking Suarez is huge too. And Suarez, is a restless since she was a baby, So I think the cardio push, I don't know if Whaley's cardio holds up like that. She'll have to be more striker the first couple of rounds and fight a good pace and fight. Six said they got some crazy stories on YouTube. Yeah, man, I'll be listening to some of these crazy pizza delivery stories, man. And man, like I never was a pizza delivery guy, but shoot, I definitely would. I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that job. Like, well, I can't say it that way because then I ain't gonna get my pizza anymore. I'm just saying, if you ain't packing, let's just say y'all got to be packing out there. It's dangerous, man. Depends on the area you're delivering to. Glostrom said, yeah, nobody's been talking about the wrestling cardio. Yeah, the wrestling cardio is a big part of it. Like, I was watching the wrestling cardio of Wei Li and Yan Xiaonan, and you could see in moments in that fight that the reason her wrestling cardio was holding up is because Yan Xiaonan was not a wrestler like that. But you got to remember, Yan Xiaonan is big too. That's why she was kind of gassing herself out. So imagine if you fighting a big wrestler. See, Suarez is big and a wrestler. Yan Xiaonan is big but not a wrestler. So you got to really fight. You're gonna be fighting her fight too. You got to remember, like you're gonna be fighting Suarez's fight. That's dangerous. Yeah, you're gonna be fighting her fight too. That's I think she might be jumping guillotines because her knees are toast. Yeah, man. But I think in the next couple of weeks, maybe next month, we're gonna hear the announcement of this Whaley Suarez fight, and you believe me, we're gonna be going in on that, y'all. But I gotta go, man. Was gonna jump out 1:30, hour 30, but yeah, hour 35. I'm gonna get up out here, y'all. Hit that like on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to y'all again later this week. All right, y'all have a good night, and I am out for now. Peace.